playing the force, our reporter. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Jaylen Brown making his first All-Star appearance in 2021, his 5th season in the league. But you ask him, he says he's just getting started. He said, quote, "I don't have a ceiling. I'm just going to keep my head down and keep working and see where it leads me."
Year after year, he continues to improve, Allie. A moment here to see the numbers for Tyler Hero.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat. Inside, it's Adebayo with Tucker playing the 4. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Kyle Lowry. And it's Strus in at the shooting guard position. And for Boston, at the 2 and the 3, Brown and Tatum. Robert Williams out there with Al Horford. And it's Smart in at the point. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. It's Williams, high post. Pass to Tatum. Doesn't go that time. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler. Adebayo passes to Lowry. Outside Butler. Here's Strus. Now here's Butler. Lowry outside. 6 to shoot. Over Smart. Lowry, good.
Boy, we've seen Kyle Lowry bury plenty of those during his time in the NBA, as deadly with the jump shot as anyone.
Smart with the ball. Picked up by Lowry. Butler against Tatum. Over Adebayo. Gets it to go from 8 feet.
How about that? The quick feet, quick thinking makes the play an easy one in screen and roll action for Jason Tatum.
Pass to Strus. Right side Tucker. Inside. Here's Adebayo. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Tatum. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And it's in there.
Well, Butler needs a lot of defensive attention when he's in the mid-range. You've got to have a body on him.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Outside, Brown. Pass to Horford. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, Al Horford just goes about his business, and that's an easy opportunity right there. Boy, it is really hard not to root for Jaylen Brown. This guy is so incredibly smart. He's a champion for social justice. Not a stretch to imagine him as the head of the Players Union someday, guys. And honestly, even beyond that, this guy has got tremendous leadership.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And of course, Brown has talked about his love for the strategy and chess. That's what negotiating a CBA is like.
That's right. Takes a cool head, takes some patience. Every move has to be completely thought through, and you do not want to make a mistake because it can unravel your position.
That free throw good from Lowry.
Boy, Kyle Lowry is such a tough player, and I mean that physically and mentally. Whatever team he plays for, he's the leader, and he sets the tone.
That one misses. You know, it's amazing to think, Doris, that before 2019, some critics questioned whether Lowry could lead a team to a championship.
Well, those questions are now over because this guy has had a history of of stepping up in the biggest moments. He will fight you tooth and nail for every inch of real estate between the lines. This is one of the most competitively tough players in the league.
Horford can't hit.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Pass to Tucker. Back to Lowry. Butler on the wing. The floater. Rebounded by the Celtics. They're coming off a loss against Miami.
And just far too many turnovers. You can't expect to win if you can't protect the ball.
That's exactly right. Miscues drive a coach crazy. You're giving them more opportunities than you're giving yourself, and that's always problematic.
Here's Strus. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Lowry with it, guarded now by Smart. Right side, Tucker. Back to Lowry. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
I thought he might get a call there. I thought it was pretty clear contact. But we know Lowry's not looking for the whistle. This guy's just looking to put points on the board.
Now here's Tatum. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami. Here's Horford. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Here's Lowry. 3-point lead. To the paint. Here's Tucker. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Yeah, there's an awareness that's required to be a good passer, and Kyle Lowry, he has it.
Outside Tatum. The shot won't fall. Good D by Adebayo. Pass to Lowry from deep. Smart grabs a miss. The Celtics have gone 3 of 7 so far. Five to shoot. Fires it. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. The Heat have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Back to Lowry. Left side Tucker. And he lobs it up. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Smart against Butler. Outside Brown. Outside Tatum. Out left to the wing. Fades and shoots. Horford can't hit.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it, because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Now here's Smart. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. To the middle. Here's Horford. Up and in on the layup.
I love it when Al Horford is challenging defenders to stay with him. Use your physicality, big man.
Butler finds Lowry. Tucker up top. Out to the right wing. Strus with the bucket.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Pass to Tatum. Back to Smart. Brown with it. Last game out, he had 40. The 11-footer. And too long on the shot.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Outside Butler. Pass to Strus. Out to Lowry. And here's Butler outside. Rebound Boston. And here's Smart. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. There's the drive. That shot missing. And Lowry with the defensive effort. Here's Strus. Off target from three-point range. Boston trailing. Now Smart. Coming off a 16-point game against Miami.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
Now here's Williams. And Butler with with the block.
Boy, though he'll never be a blocks leader, Butler has the size and hops to do more of this.
Pass to Strus. And here's Lowry. Butler on the wing. Here's Strus. Takes a three. Smart grabs a miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Tipped away. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Boston again missing. Miami's gone 1 for 5 from deep in this first, struggling from that area. Here's Butler, and that comes off the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, sometimes the best strategy is get Jimmy the basketball and let the Butler do the work.
And Boston calls time here.
That's a good timeout. They just can't hit anything.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Tice is checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Horford. White, he's checked in for Tatum. And Pritchard is subbed in for Smart. A big group substitution here for Miami. Dedmon's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Martin comes in for Tucker. Robinson, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Hero in for Strus. Now here's White, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go. The Heat have gone 7 of 14 and looking in control. And out of bounds, Boston will have it. And a quick look at the teams who repeatedly get the job done from the line. The Celtics in second, the Heat in fifth.
And you really want to see these types of teams attack and draw fouls because they shoot it so well from the line.
Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Hero. Here's Brown. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And for Jaylen Brown at the free throw line, he has worked so hard on his mechanics, and that's paid dividends in terms of his confidence, guys.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Brown. Both shots good from the stripe. The Heat with the lead. Here's Hero. 8 points in his last timeout. Pass to Lowry. Shoots over Brown. Lowry no good. And it's the Celtics ball. Here's Pritchard, looking for his first basket, still in this one. And it's blocked by Dedmon. Now here's Tice. Outside, Brown. Tries again, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, don't you love the way Jaylen Brown is squaring up in the mid-range? This guy's getting his feet under him, his pre-shot preparation outstanding.
Now here's Hero, taking command on offense when they need it, putting up 21 a game. Miami, no good that time either. And for the Celtics, they're shooting just about 29% so far. Not great. Here's Brown. Uses the glass on the layup. Now just a 2-point Heat lead.
You see Jaylen Brown, he has the kind of verticality, athleticism necessary to make tough shots inside.
Here's Lowry. Shot from the low post is good. Lowry's got 7 points in the game.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Pass to White. Outside, Brown. Again, Brown missing. Miami has gone just 1 of 6 from the three-point line so far. Outside Robinson. Here's Dedmon. Tice defending. Hero with it. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Pass to Brown. Back to White. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Pritchard. Over Hero. Pritchard, no good.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
The rebound, Celtics. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
They just couldn't get it done against this team last time. Their starters got into quick trouble because of some cheap fouls.
You know, you try to establish consistent substitution patterns. It helps you stay in a rhythm, and they had to go to their bench much too early.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Heat out in front. They lead by 4. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And after not always meshing with his previous teams, Jimmy Butler sure seems happy to be on the Miami Heat.
I'm so fortunate to be able to work with and for an organization like this one. And then, man, I got some incredible teammates, like for real. Some really good ones that love coming in to work every day and busting their tail knowing that good things are going to come from it.
Boy, I tell you, Grant, Butler's so driven.
I mean, uncompromising. He found a team that trusted him enough to make him the foundation.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. Let's quickly break down what we've seen from the Heat.
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you could see the results.
They've got Peyton Pritchard, also Derek White out there. Daniel Tice is out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Williams in at the 4-man position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Pass to White from deep. Kept alive. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
So it's Boston now. They trail by 6. And it's blocked by Dedmon. It's Robinson, high post. Back to Lowry. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Inside, Dedmon. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist. Lowry's got 4 assists in the game. And for Boston, they're shooting a low 30% from the floor. Here's Pritchard. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Brown passes to Williams. Outside White. It's Brown on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And Brown with the stuff.
I'll tell you, allow an athlete like Jaylen Brown to get this close, it's going to be finished and finished strong.
And that's his 4th bucket of the game in 7 attempts.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Pass to Brown.
Heat foul. Caleb Martin.
The Celtics making a switch here. Tatum's checked in.
Personal foul.
Butler's checked in for
First
Miami.
team foul. In for the Heat.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Hero. And Pritchard, here we go. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Pass to Dedmon. Now Hero. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Assisted by Dwayne.
Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Pritchard. Tice outside. Here's Pritchard. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Tatum. There's the 3. Kept alive by Boston. The Heat have gotten off to a perfect 4 for 4 start of the second. Hero against Williams. Hero, the pass to Butler. Shoots it from the high post. It's hauled in by White. Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Hero, no good. The Celtics have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Here's White, and there's the drive.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Here's Butler. Again, the Heat misses.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
White can't hit.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Hero, the pass to Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
You can hear the impact that dunk just had on this arena. Butler making his presence felt.
Pass to Tatum. Driving inside. Williams with it. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum.
And when you're trailing in a game, it can be tempting to try to go for the big play.
Timeout.
Miami calls timeout. Coming into this, having notched a win against Boston in their last game.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
Changes here for the Celtics. Williams is checked in for Tice. Horford comes in for Williams. And Smart subbed in for Pritchard. Hero outside. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Hero's got 6 points.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Here's Smart. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Outside, Williams. Horford outside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Boy, what a career it has been for Al Horford. A decade and a half in the league. He has been a factor from his rookie year and on.
Now here's Adebayo. He had 31 in the win against the Celtics in Boston.
And he brought the defense, secured 4 steals over the course of the game.
Here's Smart and Al Horford. He still shapes a game. Double-digit score his whole career.
Well, think back to his collegiate career. Back-to-back championships, such a rare accomplishment. And his NBA career has found him a key contributor on some excellent teams.
And Miami has possession after the basket by Boston. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Hero. He has 6. Here's Strus. Outside Butler. Just 5 on the clock.
Boy, as good as he is on the offensive end, Jason Tatum showing he can be a factor defensively.
Pass to White. Back to Tatum. This one for 3. No good there. The Heat go the other way with it.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
Adebayo, that's good.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Now Tatum. Strus grabs the miss. The Heat have gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. And he's going for the oop here. And Adebayo slams it in.
Oh, it's almost scary watching Adebayo throw it down. Incredible natural power.
Smart passes to Horford. Who poked away. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. So it's Boston now. Williams passes to Smart. Clock at 6. Now here's White. Here's Williams. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Hero against Smart. Hero outside. Pass to Adebayo. Outside Butler. Here he goes. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Smart. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo finds Hero. Outside Butler. Looking to get it going. Oh, it's blocked by Williams.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Pass to Horford. Outside Tatum. Lets the 3 fly. Can't hit that one. And Miami will go the other way with it.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And here's Tucker. Hero outside. And Robert Williams picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Tatum. And Miami with a change here too. Lowry, he's checked in for Hero. And here are the Heat now, leading by 5. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Strus. He drops it from range. 6 points for him.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Out to Horford. Smart with the ball. Picked up by Lowry. Smart passes to Brown. Down low. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
Max Strus. That's his first.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Miami.
Hey, guys, they're passing the ball very efficiently here in the first half.
Yeah, we've seen them burying their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. A good first half for them in that department.
One shot.
And that one misses.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Adebayo finds Lowry. Knocked loose. Pass to Butler. Double team on Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lowry, no good. The Celtics have gotten half their shots to fall in the second. 8 for 16. Brown passes to Williams. Here's Horford. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Miami has gone 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. Lowry, the pass to Butler. And there's 1:45 left in the first half of this game. Releases. No good off the back of the rim. Boston trailing. Now here's Brown. 10 points for him. Smart outside. Pass to Horford. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds in the game. Now here's Butler. He's guarded by White. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on White.
Well, we all understand at this point how difficult it is to corral Jimmy Butler. There's more evidence right there. He draws the foul.
For the Heat, Jimmy Butler at the line for 2.
That one's off. And some changes here for the Celtics. Tice comes in for Williams, and Pritchard is subbed in for White. And Miami with a change here too. Robinson's checked in. Good on the second one.
Let's remember that Jimmy Butler was the final pick of the first round back in 2011. I don't think he's forgotten the fact, guys. He plays with a giant chip on his shoulder.
Now here's Tice. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Here's Lowry. The lead is 2. Outside Butler to the wing, right side. Here's Strus. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Give him 8 points now.
I'll tell you, you can't put your head down after a tough first quarter. You've got to keep fighting, and now he's starting to roll.
Outside, Brown. Tice. And finished off by Tice.
But Jaylen Brown getting better and better in pick-and-roll situations. There's a real willingness to give up the basketball.
And it's Butler off the drive. Here's Adebayo. And rejected. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it.
Substitution.
Pass to Robinson. Smart against Lowry. Smart with the defensive effort.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just...
Oh, it's good! He hit it!
Great shot. Unreal. A bomb at the buzzer whips the crowd into a frenzy right at the stroke of halftime.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Celtics up 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a big-time first quarter for Jaylen Brown. He had 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. And taking a look at the Celtics, Kenny, what did you see out there?
The bench unit was an essential part of the puzzle in the first half. They really stepped it up in a big way, and that helped out. And now the starters can appreciate not having to carry the load on their own.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
Can't believe the coach hasn't been screaming for better looks. They've been letting it fly from the cheap seats with almost nothing to show. We've got to tighten up and get smart before the game gets away. Coach, talk to your team.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Jaylen Brown having a dominant impact in this game.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And on the floor for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. At the forward slots, Butler and Tucker. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Kyle Lowry. And it's Strus in at shooting guard. Now here's Lowry to the inside. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Tatum with it, guarded by Adebayo. And stolen by Adebayo. From outside the arc. And Lowry with the basket on the assist from Butler. Lowry's got 12 points.
Listen, this guy's so dangerous from beyond the arc. Kyle Lowry has always been a knockdown three-point shooter.
And the jam by Brown.
Boy, you get a real glimpse of the explosiveness of Jaylen Brown. What a big-time finish.
Lowry against Smart. Right side, Tucker. Right side, Butler. Pass to Adebayo. Butler with the ball. Shot clock at 5. Here's Lowry. Horford pulls it in.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Brown. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
When Jaylen Brown is feeling it, I think you've got to feed him because you want his confidence to grow as that skilled scorer you hope he will be.
Tatum with a steal. He goes up. Smart with the bucket. And now a 4-point Boston lead.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3. Terrific play calling. Everything clicking out of the gates here. Boy, we have seen Jason Tatum improve each and every year. Not just his productivity, guys. He's so skilled. But it's the leadership. It's the maturity for his age that's really striking.
Butler uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 9.
Well, Jimmy Butler is a gifted offensive player. On that particular instance, a nice interior scorer.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Tatum. Let's go with a 3. And the Celtics another 3. And Doris, Tatum's acumen as a playmaker now. His leadership by example.
Well, championships are won with unselfish play. His teammates have developed their games as well. This guy now trusts them and wants to make sure everybody's involved.
Here's Strus. Give him 8.
He's done a dynamite job rebounding the basketball and no issues fighting it out against the big guys down low.
Here's Tatum. Here's Williams. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Williams has got 8 points.
That's unselfish basketball. Opted to pass up his own shot and dish to a teammate instead.
Lowry, the pass to Butler. It's Adebayo, high post. Here's Lowry. The rebound, Celtics. Horford's got his 4th rebound in this one. Tatum gets the bucket. And the Celtics lead by 9.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
Lowry finds Adebayo. Butler on the wing, defended by Smart. Looking to end the run. Butler passes to Adebayo. And the baseline jumper goes down.
Well, this is why Butler has become a real threat on the offensive end. Yes, he's a great scorer, but he is equally capable and adept at finding the open guy.
Horford can't hit. The Heat have gone 3 of 7 here in this 3rd quarter. Pass to Strus. On the take. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And clearly not enough defensive presence there.
Boy, he just took advantage and a ferocious jam.
You know, but at this level, almost any guy can throw it down on you if you leave him wide open.
And Boston calls time here.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
In for Boston. And Miami also making a switch. Hero, he's checked in for Strus. Goes up off the inbound. And it's Tatum laying it in. Tatum's got 7 points for the quarter.
I just love the ball move.
Pass to Adebayo. Brown against Hero. And he makes it. Hero's got 8 points.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Smart passes to Tatum. Over Tucker. Tatum can't hit. For Miami, they've gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the 3rd quarter. It's stolen by Smart. The kick to Tatum. Horford outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Brown. And counted from 12 feet. Brown's got 19.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Pass to Butler. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Boy, with his power and explosiveness, when Butler gets inside, it's typically a bucket, a trip to the line, or sometimes worse, both.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Boston.
They keep piling on the assists, guys. They haven't cooled off any in that regard.
They've also jumped at every chance to attack the basket tonight. Just terrific penetration.
First one falls for him. White, he's checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Smart. Robinson, he's checked in for Miami. Butler hits them both. Boston's gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this 3rd quarter. Pass to Tice. Here's Horford. That's tipped. And out of bounds. Boston will have it.
Boston ball.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
The Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Dedmon's checked in for Miami. Martin comes in for Jimmy Butler. Tatum against Lowry. Tice outside. Pass to Pritchard. Knocks it loose. Now here's Hero. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Personal foul. Shooting for Miami, Tyler Hero at the line for one.
One shot.
The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Tice. And here's White. Got a piece of it. Robinson with it. Now guarded by White. This for the tie. Again, the Heat score.
Yeah, he shot the ball well enough to keep his team even. Let's see if together they can elevate past that.
Now Tatum. Banked it in off the glass. Tatum's got 9 points now in the second half.
Hey, whatever coach told him during the break is beginning to pay off.
To the middle. Here's Dedmon. Tice with the defensive effort. Boston's gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. A nice shot by Tatum.
Jason Tatum's form is pure on the catch and shoot. So nice.
Hero with it. He's got 13. Pass to Lowry. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the floater. That one no good. Boston has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Here's Pritchard. He's got 5. Here's Williams. From the arc. And it's blocked by Dedmon. Hero against Williams. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Shooting for Miami, Caleb Martin. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
Hits both from the stripe, and Boston calls time here.
Celtics.
Here's Pritchard. He's got 5. Pass to Williams. Now here's Tice. Tatum passes to Williams. Over to the left wing. Shot from 12. Yes, it's good. Pritchard's got 7 points in the game. Here's Hero. He's got 13. Takes one from 10 feet, and he hits the jump shot. Hero's got 9 points now in the second half.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Tice outside. Pass to Tatum. Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Hero. Pritchard, no good. Miami trailing. For 3, Lowry. Denied by Tatum. From deep. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Shoots from 12. Martin misses. Boston's gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Tries a 10-footer. Tatum, good. 16 points for him.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Lowry, the pass to Hero. Outside Robinson. To the wing on the left. 5 to shoot. Here's Lowry. Here's Dedmon. And that comes off the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 5 assists tonight.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Left side Williams. Pass to Tatum. That one off the back iron and out. Miami's gone just 1 of 3 from deep since the break. Robinson into the lane, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
That's his third.
That one on White.
Fourth team foul. At the line for the Heat, Duncan Robinson. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Tucker's checked in for Miami. Strus comes in for Lowry. And that's good as he hits both shots. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Tatum. 1:31 left in the third quarter here. 11 feet out. Pritchard, no good. And for the Heat, they're shooting it well. Almost 50% from the floor. Robinson passes to Hero. Down low. Here's Tucker. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Outside Tatum. And he makes it on the layup. Tatum's got 18 points in the game.
You can see it. He's taking better shots, and the results are coming because of it.
46 seconds left in the third quarter. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Pritchard. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Some changes for Boston. Williams is checked in for Williams. Jaylen Brown comes in for Tatum. And Smart subbed in for Pritchard.
Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart.
Miami has gone just 1 of 3 from deep since the break. Pass to Dedmon. Hero outside. Here's Strus, defended by Brown. 5 on the clock. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Hero for 3. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. From deep three-point range. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Celtics out in front, leading by a point. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more action in store for us. Daniel Tice is out there with Jaylen Brown. Then there's Marcus Smart. Then there's Robert Williams. And it's White in at 2 guard. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Smart. He's all alone. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
Boy, you have to love how engaged Marcus Smart is defensively. This guy is a nightmare for the offense.
Hero against Smart. Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Here's Strus. Just 5 on the clock. No good. A bit long that time.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
White. Good.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Here's Strus. Shot to stop the run. And it's good on the layup.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
For Boston, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the 4th. Outside, Williams. Pass to Brown. Lays out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. Horford, he's checked in for Tice. And Miami with a change here too. Butler's checked in. Robinson passes to Butler. Pass to Tucker. Here's Strus. Shot clock at 5. Oh, they get a hand on it. From deep. Miami, no good that time either.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Outside White. Smart with the ball. Outside White. Rebound by the Heat.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
Butler finds Robinson. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Now the Celtics on the move. And Smart with the bucket on the assist by White. White's got 3 assists now in this one.
The clever floater, right? Marcus Smart putting the right amount of touch on what is really a tough shot.
Now here's Butler. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Robinson against White. And here's Brown for three. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds in the game. Tucker. Sweet little floater.
Well, that's just superb coordination and balance right there. Tucker's hard to move once he gets the ball inside.
Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's Robinson. Pass to Adebayo. Over Williams. Williams grabs the board. The Celtics have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Smart outside. He takes it in. And the layup is good off the glass. And now an 8-point Celtic lead.
After being held scoreless in the first, he's turning it on here in the second.
Pass to Adebayo. The shot that time not on target. And the Celtics going the other way now. White with it, and it's Robinson picking him up. White can't hit. For Miami, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Rebounded by the Celtics. It's Brown on the wing. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter. And for the Heat, they're shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Pass to Butler. Takes it inside, and it's Butler who slams it down.
Oh, how about the talent, the creativity? Butler with the highlight reel attack.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Now here's White. The layup misses. Robinson against Williams. Robinson passes to Butler. Back to Robinson. Lets it go from deep. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Butler's got 5 assists tonight.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Pass to Brown. And here's Smart. Butler covering. And it's Smart missing.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Strus's shot is off. Boston's got 1 of 3 to fall from downtown here in the fourth. Smart passes to Williams. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. And there's Horford on the assist from Williams. And the Celtics lead by 7.
I'll tell you, it takes a lot to knock Al Horford off balance. He is incredible at keeping his concentration through contact.
Smart against Robinson. Here's Strus. No good from outside.
His struggles this quarter are self-evident, and the team just continues to suffer for it.
It's Brown on the wing. Robinson defending. Horford inside. And scoring. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Now here's Butler. Pass to Strus. Boston with a rebound. Horford's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
White. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
And here's Robinson. And here's Adebayo. Lays it up and banks it in.
And once Bam gets the ball inside, the bucket is almost guaranteed. He's a serious producer in the paint.
Boston calls timeout.
He recognized his players were fatigued and needed time to catch their breath.
Now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kyle Lowry.
And he really made his presence felt on the inside. Just so active and looking all game long for openings. And he found them by scoring a lot of baskets by slashing to the hoop.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. And Miami also making a switch. Lowry's checked in. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey guys, the head coach for Boston had some instruction for his guys during the break. He implored his team to fight until the end. He said, quote, "We might be up now, but we can't give the ball away. Don't let your guard down until the clock hits 0. Back to you.
Allie, thank you. Miami trailing. Tucker up top. Williams defending. Outside Butler. From deep three-point range. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. To the paint. Here's Smart. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 6 assists now in the game.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
Lowry against Smart. Here's Butler. Boston with a rebound. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one. Smart for 3. The rebound by Lowry. Miami's gotten just 1 of their 4 threes to go here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Butler. Here's Strus, defended by Brown. Adebayo finds Butler. Over Smart. That one rolls around and rims out. The Celtics with the lead. Inside. And here comes the break. Throws it up high. Now Brown. And he can't get that one. And Miami will go the other way with it. Here's Butler. Ooh, rejected by Horford.
Well, this is how Al Horford gets it done as a rim protector. His anticipation and his positioning are exceptional.
Hero, he's checked in for Miami. Butler into the lane. Pass to Tucker. Back to Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count that bucket. Butler's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, the pick and roll game of Jimmy Butler gets better every year. He has a better and better understanding of what to take advantage of.
Now here's Brown. Outside Tatum. Over Butler. Hits the close range jumper. Tatum's got 20 points.
Guys, this guy is a natural-born scorer. Jason Tatum finding his groove.
Here's Adebayo. Tatum with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. .127 left in the 4th quarter. Lowry finds Butler. Shoots over Tatum. Tries yet again. And Adebayo with the nice bucket inside.
A tireless worker at both ends. Adebayo imposing his will that time on the offensive glass.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're in front by 7. 1:15 left in the 4th. inside. He's guarded by Hero. Denied by Adebayo.
What a menacing swat by Bam, letting them know there are no easy shots when he's around.
Here's Butler. Tatum with the block. Now here's Smart. Outside, Brown launches a three. Adebayo grabs the board.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from three is not the answer.
Williams against Lowry. Out to the right wing. Just 4 to shoot. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle.
Into the Heat.
Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Here's Pritchard. And so it's Boston with the W. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
And BA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. Jalen, congratulations. You had a monster game. What was your mindset coming in?
Just be aggressive, keep playing my game. No doubt, just keep executing the game plan and everything will fall in place.
This team needs you to be aggressive. Congrats on the win.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time.